You spent $2,000 on Morbius merch?
It's Morbin time. Somebody has to fund that movie.
Welcome to the podcast where we talk about anything, everything that comes out of the crapshoot. I'm your host, JD. This is my co-host, James. I call him James. Everyone else calls him Jimmy. It just works like that.
It's weird.
A lot of things have happened this week, James.
It's Morbin time, JD.
Did you know? I didn't hear about this until very recently, and I think you know what I'm going to say about Morbius.
Yeah, that they re-released it into theaters.
Yeah.
I think when they first announced it, I sent you a picture of it, and I texted you, "Hey, we can go see it in theaters now."
Those crazy whack jobs at Sony, they decided they saw all the I think they saw the memes of Morbius online. They were like, "Man, this thing's actually super popular. Let's re-release the movie." So they they paid a bunch of money, got it back in the theaters, and nobody went to watch it.
They paid a lot of Mumvy for it.
So it flopped the first time, and then it flopped again.
I think they made like $85K.
Yeah, they made so little money from the release. I didn't even know you could do that.
To be fair,
relaunch
that's an incredible amount of money. But
it's a lot of money.
In the case of this movie, no, it's not.
It's a lot of money if you were like an individual person, but if you were like a multi-million-dollar company like Sony, then
let's look up.
I don't know.
The budget for Morbius.
Morbius is probably like less than $1 million, maybe, or maybe it's around $1 million.
No way,
I can't imagine it being higher than that because it didn't seem like a very high-budget movie.
We also got to take into account JD.
What?
JD.
Don't tell me they paid Jared Leto like $5 million or something.
How much do you think it was?
I think it's around $1 million.
Okay, take another guess.
I think it's around $2 million.
It's around $75 million.
The movie budget was $75 million.
Well, also take into account they cut a lot of stuff and reshot that entire ending.
Jesus Christ!
Because there's
holy crap! I didn't think they would sink that much money into it. Like, my God.
No, dude, it's insane. Because I don't think that there's a problem with the idea of a Morbius solo movie. I just think there's a problem with the way that they did it.
Holy crap.
75 million, my friend.
75 million for that?
Yeah,
that was not very Morb of them.
The moment I heard you say the words, it can't be more than $1 million, I was like, JD.
Well, I mean, there's nothing in the movie, James. There's no substance to it.
I understand.
They paid $75 million to have Morbius morb around for like at most 10 minutes.
Dude, they did the work with that fucking office that they're in.
Yeah. That
office set got used, I think, like 20 fucking times.
Like in the movie, there's like 3 settings. There's like the office, there's the prison, and then there's the final battle scene, and that's like it.
I was gonna say 4 settings because there's also the boat.
Oh right, they were on a boat. I forgot about that.
I don't think they filmed it on an actual boat. I think it's 100% a built set.
Yeah, like a set made to mimic a boat. Yeah, I think the real budget was like $1 million for like the movie, and then $74 million to pay the crew of the ship that had to be killed. No, I think that's what it was.
They had to pay that one actor who's actually a kind of big actor, but
they had to pay the actor to pretend as if blood was gushing out of his neck and holding onto his neck, but there was actually nothing there. And the shot didn't even show there was like zero gore, so all he did was just clutch his neck and fall to the ground.
There were like several shots of it up close to his neck as well. So good.
Because that's what bats do. They use their claws to shred people apart. Right, James?
Mm-hmm.
Man, this is the best method actor I've ever seen.
Oh, man, dude. I literally, the moment I saw the video of Jared Leto looking at the Morbius 2, It's Morbin time script.
I was about to morb, dude.
I knew it was fake, and it like blew my mind. I'm like,
I was about to morb all over my Subway footlong.
Sorry, I shouldn't say I knew it was fake. Of course it was fake. I knew the joke was dead.
What you think Morbin time is dead just because Jared Leto decided to join into the Morb?
It's still very funny that we say it. I know other people are like, this joke has never been funny. Those same people are the people that were like, the Amber Heard trial should not be televised. Fuck you, it should.
Those same people have probably never morbed in their entire life. So, dude, like honestly, if you haven't morbed, just stop watching this podcast. Like, sorry,
honest, JD. When I was listening to the Face Jam podcast's new episode on Tuesday, every fortnight,
they've morbed, haven't they? They've morbed.
No. Eric Baddour said these words. Anybody who is watching that trial and immediately started going, oh, it's a guy versus a girl. Well, obviously, I'm going to choose the guy. Tells me exactly the fact that Eric Baddour has no fucking clue what that trial was about or what was happening in it, because he immediately went, oh, it's a guy versus a girl. I'm going to choose the girl.
Wait, what? So you said it's a guy versus girl, and I choose the girl?
No, he's like everybody watched that trial. They immediately went, oh, it's a guy versus a girl. Well, I'm going to choose the guy, obviously. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Nobody went into that trial with that mentality.
Well, I think, I went into that trial with that mentality, and and I was right. So
yeah, you were on Amber Heard's side.
I was kind of Morbin. So
you were on Amber Heard's side.
I am on Amber Heard's side, James. I still
You're like her lawyer during that interview.
Yeah. I'm the other lawyer dude, not Rottenborn. There's another dude lawyer. I was the other guy.
You're the one that was looking over Amber's shoulder.
Was that the guy who objected to his own question? That was not Rottenborn, right? It was the other guy.
No, it was the other one.
Yeah. I'm that guy.
But dude, when I heard Eric Baddour say that, where he was like just like shit talking the trial, and I'm like, I get it if you don't want to watch it, like that's your own thing. But
I think he's just annoyed with everyone watching it around him, and there's no really good reason why he doesn't want to watch it, but he just didn't watch it. The fact
that Eric Baddour can't fucking hold in a burp for 5 seconds, same way Charlie does.
I mean, sometimes you just have to just let it rip, man, dude. When a man's got a morb, a man's got a morb. Sorry, James.
I have to make this clear. If you are working in an audio medium where you continuously talk about the fact,
like a podcast.
Yes.
Let me drink this water with copious amounts of air that I'm going to gulp down, and then maybe something will happen.
Hold on. I'll do the same. Hold on, I'll put it up to my throat.
There you go. I don't know if you heard that, but I think my OBS caught it.
My chest.
I'm sorry to say this, but I'm just not a burping kind of guy. My burps are not like super loud or anything. So
I'm not either. I think burping is just kind of gross in general. I don't care if you.
Yeah, I'm more of a farting dude. Like all the air goes out the other. Ha, farting on my roommate's door. Ha ha.
Shit yourself.
I'm going to shit yourself. Da 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 da. Wait, actually, I could have my soundboard on here. But I don't have I'll pull it up later.
That's a pretty good joke.
What?
I'm gonna shit yourself.
It's a Doom Eternal meme. You haven't seen it? You don't know what that is?
No, I have no clue what you're talking about.
Dude, it's Samuel Hayden, the android dude in Doom, the recent Doom. Well, you know that scene where he walks in on a Doom guy in the capsule and he's holding the sword. And then like he lightsabers the sword on, he turns the sword on, but like somebody dubbed over that, so it's Samuel Hayden's voice going like, "I'm going to shit yourself," and then the sword turns on and the Doom music starts playing. It was pretty funny. I'm going to shit yourself. Da 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 da.
No, but like when you're a person who works in an audio medium and you're literally doing an audio only podcast, and your only thought while somebody else is talking, you lean into the microphone and do the grossest fucking burp ever, and then don't acknowledge it at all. Like your co-hosts acknowledge it and they go, "That's fucking gross," or like they make a comment about it, and you just say nothing, and then your only response to that is going, like 85 fucking times.
Well, I mean, he's eating. Like, you want to talk with his mouth full? You want to talk with?
He's not though. That's the problem. They eat literally before the podcast. They make it so clear every time. They're like, no.
I know there's people who can't stand like eating noises.
Oh, I don't give a shit about that.
And that podcast would not be for them. It's just a podcast where you eat stuff.
No, but that's the thing. They're like, we don't eat on the show. Like, let's make that clear. We don't eat on the show. And it's like it's one of their big things is that they don't eat on the show. And fucking Eric Badur, the dude is like fucking like, I don't know what he's doing, but he's doing something every episode.
Wait, so if they're not eating anything, then why is he just burping all the time?
I don't know.
Does he just swallow air normally while talking or breathing? Like,
no, I think because the way he is, he's just like, he literally has one beer.
He's a very gaseous man.
they have video podcasts because they got sponsored by Voodoo Ranger, a beer company, and they were doing a video podcast, and they were cracking open Voodoo Rangers while eating and stuff because that was like the only time that they ate on camera, or even on microphone and stuff. And he literally gets like half, like maybe a couple drinks into a beer, and the guy's just a burping mess.
Maybe we should do a video podcast of like a Face Jam type thing, where we go and get like Big Shacks or Dave's Hot Chicken, and then do the podcast while we're eating and be like, and review it like live.
Yeah, dude. I had Dave's today. They finally sell one. Yeah, they added a new like main menu thing where it's like you can just get one slider of fries. Well, not an item. It's like just a combo because the problem used to be is that you could only order like 2 items and then fries and stuff, or else you'd have to order it separately and then it would just still be expensive and stuff.
Okay.
But now they made the combo thing where it's like you can get the single slider and fries without having to get like another slider or a chicken tender, and it's not as expensive as just ordering them separately.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so they finally added that after fucking forever.
Oh, yeah, that's good to know, I guess.
Yeah, I was happy to see it. My dad's like, the menu didn't change, and I'm like, no, you don't get it. You don't get it.
You don't understand the combo. Listen.
You don't seem to understand.
You don't seem to morb. So let me tell you.
You don't understand. This Dave's Hot Chicken isn't yours to eat.
Oh man.
I destroy all of Earth.
Just morbed all over that man. Oh, I was going to talk about this because I don't know if you've seen this comment, but it was pretty recent that there was another comment on the one crapshoot that was super popular, the most popular crapshoot. Yeah, the Tucker Jackson one.
I'm always so happy to see it getting big and stuff.
I very much enjoy the constructive criticism comments on the videos, stuff like
I don't,
telling
they're mostly wrong.
Okay, well you can think that, James, but
I can think the truth, yeah.
But it's a blessing for all you viewers that I'm the one editing this podcast. So
that we were locked into one topic the whole episode. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, that's the one. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I appreciate all the comments, but yeah, I'm not. Like I was surprised.
I really only watched that episode.
I was surprised that guy was basically telling us that he didn't like that we didn't just spin off on tangents all the time. That we were talking about one topic for most of the episode.
That guy watched no other episode.
Here's the thing, right? It's like the hardest to title a crapshoot episode if we talk about like 70 things.
No, yeah, that's also the problem. That's also the problem I face whenever I do.
I could title it off based off like the most. I could title it based off the most like popular, most searchable term all the topics we talk about. But then we only talk about it for like 5 minutes, and I'm not sure that's
Is that the funniest title? Can you like make it an interesting title?
I mean, I can make it a funny and interesting title, but the reality situation is
Mom. Never mind, I already have it.
Yeah, what is it?
Doctor Strange Multiverse of Mom.
Doctor Strange Doctor Strange. You get no bitches in any multiverse review. There you go. That's the title. No, but yeah, that's another thing. Well, here's the thing, James. I think most of our views come from searches, like people typing it in. We don't get recommended, so that's just reality of stuff.
Don't forget to tag Jackson Tucker in this one as well.
Yeah, because we talked about him mentioned him like once.
About him for 5 seconds.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. Just need to write that down actually real quick. Just get that type in there. No, but I actually have some real topics to talk about today the first one was the Morbius thing that we just talked about. Secondly, we left you on a cliffhanger last episode.
We did.
Remember that? And it was about the Act Man. Do you know the Act Man, James?
Yeah, I've been
personally, like you're friends with him.
Yeah, we do karate every now and then.
I mean, you basically look like the same person except like completely different. So I understand why, like you're.
Yeah, he's like the kind of like.
He's like your boyfriend, right?
Me. Yes.
I'm pretty sure he's like. He might be married or something. I don't know, but. But he, is Pride Month still this month? Actually.
Yeah, this is Pride Month.
This is my Pride Month. Oh, right. Not to like degrade or anything, like me forgetting it, but that's another thing I should mention. Today is Pride Month, so happy Pride Month. What?
You watch where you fucking step with these words.
I'm not gonna degrade them, okay, James?
It'll be our downfall.
James, James, you are included in Pride Month. You know who I am. That
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where
I just wanted to say happy Pride Month. Okay, it's your month, James. So there you go.
I can't help but notice our Discord logo didn't get changed to a rainbow shit.
Well, that's because I really hate. You know what?
I think I found the title for this episode.
Oh no. I'll put up the thumbnail will be that picture of like the flag that you sent me. That's like it's like really like Confederate America or something.
Yeah, okay, you know what you're talking about now.
No, but happy Pride Month. So yeah, James, aren't you glad you have this is your month, celebrate it, and I actually don't know what you really do on Pride Month other than companies changing their logos to stuff.
I continue to hide who I really am.
The month of shadows.
It is the month of continuous night.
Sneak 100, right, James?
It is. We are in Alaska. These are 30 days straight of nighttime. I am still hiding.
30 days straight of everyone who can be open about their pride stuff being open about your pride, and you sitting in the corner, standing in the corner room like they don't know who I am. You standing in the corner of the party, holding your fruit punch, your high C.
They don't know I'm
They don't know who I am. They don't know who I am.
Yes, we do. We've always known.
Anyway, back to Act-Man, though.
Yeah.
The reason I mentioned the Pride Month is because apparently Quantum TV is unironically one of those people, James. You know that? Did you know that?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
I did ahead of time.
Until very recently. But yes. While James is horribly also unironically like that, I am not. So I just want to make that very clear.
I am that, but also not.
Yeah? Define that, James.
I'm the Antichrist.
That's a good description. So even though today's Pride Month, it is not the month for the Act Man. I heard that he's you like that setup? I heard that he's actually been taking a bunch of L's lately. Have you heard about that?
Sadly,
some of them have been very recent. Very recent.
Sadly, that is the case. Also,
so
Asmongold got banned off fucking Twitch for a little bit.
I saw that too. But let's go back to the beginning, where so basically, I think what happened was Quantum TV was basically like just a small content creator that not a lot of people knew, and then he made an Elden Ring review, I think. Yeah. Right? He made an Elden Ring review, and then a bunch of content creators saw that video and criticized it because they didn't like his take on it, which is completely true, by the way. And
I mean, I personally have not played the game, but he's 100% correct.
I haven't played the game either, nor have I watched the game, but I mean, I fully agree with him.
I'm going to be honest, every time I see
and I don't fully agree with him because of his take on Elden Ring. I fully agree with him because of him as a person, because I agree. I relate to him on a personal level. He's my brother.
Why don't you what?
What were you gonna say, James?
I was gonna say, why don't you go a little bit more in on that?
I mean, he's my brother, aka this channel was actually named Quantum Brother TV before it was named GizmoWorks.
Oh my god, it makes so much sense.
There you go. So
Gizmo and Quantum.
Yeah, so they made a bunch of videos criticizing Quantum TV, and I guess they used some of his clips for the criticizing, right? But it's nothing like Out of the Ordinary, where it would just be like a re-upload or something, and then Quantum hits them with the copyright strike, right? Because he doesn't, like he doesn't like the constructive criticism, like here. What?
Wasn't there a Twitch streamer who like literally hit every channel that like used clips of her? She would like hit him with copyright claims.
Probably. I'm not sure who you're talking about exactly, but there's probably someone like that.
I know PewDiePie talked about it for a while. Like,
oh yeah, it was was it the E girl?
Yeah, it was somebody.
I can almost remember. I think it started with like an A or something. Ali A.
No.
Ali.
Imagine waiting 9 months to call your fucking kid Ali A.
Dude, if I named my kid Ali A,
I don't know.
I would take my own life, and then I would take my kid's life.
I don't know why, but in like freshman and sophomore year, I was hyper focused on just shitting on Ali A, and I had no fucking clue who he was.
I've never watched an Ali A video.
I hated him.
All I knew is he was British and he was like kind of like Ninja.
All I knew is that he had an annoying ass fucking intro, and that's all.
I loved his bass boosted intro. Which is not his normal intro. Somebody took his intro, bass boosted it, and that just became so funny to me. And I don't know why. Bass boosted stuff's just funny to me.
I love all the recreations of it too.
It's really good. So yeah, back to the Quantum thing.
Right, sorry.
So yeah, Ackman
I really hate that
he copyright strikes a bunch of people. He copyright strikes a bunch of people. And what was it? Then Ackman like tries to refute it. I don't know if they actually still don't know if they actually took it to court. But I think what happened is he just tried to appeal the copyright strikes. And then YouTube was like, no. And so the YouTube sided with Quantum TV and denied all their appeals. So Quantum, well, I mean, it's because Quantum's in the right.
But he's not, though.
Yeah, who says that, huh? You, James, no last name, who posts content once every 3 months, or YouTube? Susan Whack-a-Mole Jesty.
Her real name was Susan, like literally yesterday. I just like kind of stood in disbelief for a while.
Who's the one who could say who's right on their platform? The CEO or you, James?
Me, because the CEO fucking sucks.
Whoa, James. That's a bold statement. You say she sucks because she's a woman? Dude, that's fucked up, man.
JD, you know I hate women. No, it's because YouTube has a lot of flaws that never get addressed, but all like the good things people do like are things that are just like taken away.
I mean, destroyed. I still remember when Charlie made that video like interviewing Susan Wojcicki, and like at that time he was like, "Oh yeah, no, they're working on this stuff. They're getting everything up in order." And she was a very nice person to talk to and everything. I think they're really going into a new era. And then like smash cut to Actman.
No, yeah, he was talking about that in his Actman video as well, when the newest one Charlie made.
Yeah,
he was talking
I saw
about
that
where
too.
he was like, I'm just seeing all the stuff that I talked to her about, and just nothing was addressed, nothing got done. It was just
it's been 2 years, nothing's happened, and
literally, it's like there's a lot of problems.
Dude, it's like you try to build your PC. That's what talking to Susan Wojcicki was like. Oh yeah, you're gonna do all this stuff, right? You're gonna do all this stuff, right? And then she's like, yeah, I'll do all this stuff. The smash cut forward, fast forward. I don't. There you go. Yeah, that's not my impression of women. That's my impression of Susan. Worcestershire.
Yeah,
okay, Susan Worcestershire. That's my impression of her.
I like how I asked the question. Is that your impression of a woman? And you went, yeah, there you go.
You're just gonna clip it. The first post to your channel in like 10 months is gonna be just like a 5-second clip of the crap she was like, "Is that your impression?" Is me doing the impression of Susan and be like, "Oh, is that your impression of a woman?"
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there you go. But no, what was I saying? Right. So it's like you smash cut forward like
can you
7.
Just stay on one fucking topic, man.
Fast forward 7 months and your computer's still not built. So.
Also, I don't know what you're talking about in the past 10 months. I uploaded 2 months ago.
Okay, buddy.
Like, okay, boomer.
2 months, 3 months, like, come on. I mean, I do clearly remember us doing a playthrough of the one of the episodes in the Rise of the Tomb Raider, right? And then I think at the end of the episode you said, "Oh, you know, look forward to this week. I'm going to be uploading 2 episodes of the Celluloid Slaughter and a commentary track. Like, stay tuned, get subscribed." Yeah, you did say that. Mm-hmm. It's recorded and uploaded on my channel.
They came out with a new game mode, and I kind of just lost
you know what
myself.
Didn't come out?
Me.
You during Pride Month, and also your content that you said would come out on your channel.
Hold on, JD,
You're just a dude who just doesn't come out, huh?
When JD plays cyberpunk music, There
you go, I played it.
Thank you.
You're just a dude who doesn't come out. So yeah, and that wasn't it for Actman. So he lost those claims, and not only that, when he complained on Twitter, which is what you do when YouTube's not listening to you, I guess, is you go to Twitter.
I understand why he did it. I just wish he didn't, because it's...
I mean, here's the thing, right? He's not in the wrong for trying to fight for what he thinks is right, but it's just getting him into like a worse spot than before, just because it
really is.
You know, even though he's in the right, but unfortunately, reality is pretty brutal.
Whatever I choose
is whatever I Susan Westcheshire, 2022.
Susan Winchester.
Her. Yeah, Winchester. So yeah, he complains on Twitter, and then he gets like 2 more strikes on his channel or something for like a complete. I guess for
2 videos.
For 2 of his other videos are striked or something, right?
They get taken down.
And one of them, I think one of the claims was pretty like far out there in terms of the reason why he was stricken down. I think it was for like nudity and sexual content.
Yeah,
and what he did was he photoshopped a cucumber going into like Quantum TV's mouth or something, and made a joke about like sucking dick or something like that. Which, you know, is not. I wouldn't consider that like grounds for a community guideline strike based off, you know, nudity and sexual stuff. So
I'm gonna be honest,
that was a bit stretching.
I've truly seen.
I mean, I know you've seen worse stuff, James. You're a tier 3 Pokemon sub. I know you've seen
Brian Haywood dick. That's not a joke.
I haven't seen it, and I don't plan on seeing it. You don't want to. So, yeah, you know,
it's a very awkward photo.
You know, any photo that shows a dude and his penis, I don't think it's not awkward.
It's not even that. It's the way it was took. It was like.
Well, you know, we don't have to go into detail about that.
No, let's. You know.
No, I don't think we will.
It was like in a weird like.
So Quantum TV, no, Sackman gets his other videos stricken, and yeah, and that doesn't end there. He gets his other videos stricken, and his entire channel gets demonetized, James. All of it gone. I mean, and I can't even imagine being the case with us making literally millions of dollars every week doing the crap shoot.
I've spent $8,000 on tickets to the Rooster Teeth convention. I don't have any money.
Well, I mean, as long as you didn't use the budget for the crap shoot, which is
JD, I used the budget and then some.
What do you mean and then some? What else did you buy?
I put your house on the market.
Like, so the anonymous $30,000 payment.
That's who those men that have been coming by taking pictures of the house. That's what they're doing.
Oh, and then the other $60K was for what? Morbius merch?
Yeah,
what did you buy a Morbius merch that costed $60K?
Jared Leto said he would do a live Q&A on Discord with me.
Did you buy the entire script of Morbius 2, It's Morbin Time?
And then the Joker 2 script as well.
By Corey Santhanel, world-renowned director and movie producer.
Yeah, and apparently it's going to be starring as his co-star. It's going to be starring that one guy from TikTok. It's Andrew. They bought him a prosthetic forehead.
Why do they need a prosthetic forehead? His forehead's totally fine for that part.
Well, yeah, the point is that they thought it should have maybe looked like a normal human beings. So they brought him a
Oh, I get
prosthetic
it.
one so it can make it look like it's shorter than it actually is.
Oh, I see.
The problem is he put the beanie on and somehow still it was way too far back.
Did they give him a lifetime subscription to Keeps?
No,
The sponsor for today's episode?
No, they gave him one to Hims. So yeah, no, it's not going to turn out too well.
Oh, well.
Hey, why don't we get out
So
of this
the Act Man is completely demonetized now, and I'm pretty sure his channel has a decent chance of just being completely removed sometime in the future. So
I really don't want that to happen.
Well, I mean, I'm not an avid viewer of the Act Man, but you know, I don't think he's not a bad guy. Either. He's not a bad guy, and you know, I don't think his channel should be erased or demonetized because of this.
Hold on there.
Yeah,
he has said some pretty bad stuff before.
Has he? I don't know about it. Tell me, what does he say?
He compared the Black Lives Matter rioters to the January 6th people.
January 6th? What happened on January 6th? Refresh my recollection, please.
When they stormed the Capitol.
Oh, that's when that was. I see.
Yeah, we got to talk about that because new footage of it came out.
New footage of the Capitol riot came out?
Because they're finally like convicting the people who were a part of it, so they're finally going into hearings and stuff.
Dude, they're convicting people who rioted at the Capitol? How could they?
You know, the people who went there with zip ties and immediately went to Nancy Pelosi's office, hers first.
What do beeline to Nancy Pelosi's office?
I wonder what they were up to. I wonder what they were there
for.
Dude,
I think they were there for a tea party. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, it's so insane.
If I saw them at the window to my Oval Office, I would open that right up and invite them in.
Yeah, you have like one of those fogged windows, so you kind of like open up the door a little, and you just see him like standing.
The dude with his face like pressed flat against the glass, like breathing on it.
You can see the smudge mark from his greasy nose.
It's good old Jorge. He's here to enjoy a nice relaxing cup of tea with me.
JD, there was nobody in that crowd named Jorge.
Yeah, what were their names? How would you know that? Did you talk to them? Were you there?
What are old white men names? James?
I like the first thing you go to is your own name.
Sorry, I went to my father's name.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your father is, in fact, an old white man.
Yeah, he's 25.
Well, and you're an old white man, too. And you both have the same names.
Yeah, he's 25. I'm 80.
Yeah. Well, you're like 80. You're 80 like 2 this year now, right?
Yeah, I'm 82 going on 91.
Dude, you go, girl.
Go, little rock star. That's
what I said to the people at the cabin. That's what I was thinking in my head January 6th. It was just, you go, girl.
Dude, the footage.
So what was the new footage? Is just the people storming into the place, or?
It's like from moments before, and then it's literally the lead up to. It's like body cam footage from the cops, and then it's footage from inside the speaking room after it got raided, and it's like those 4 fucking crazy guys that were standing on the podium and stuff.
Yeah,
this guy with the bull hat and like the America face paint. It's the 3 other like insane guys that led the whole thing, and they're like praying to God and stuff.
Dude,
and it's a fucking weird ass prayer too.
I'm almost convinced that like a decent chunk of the people who were there didn't actually care much about politics, and they just wanted an excuse to be insane and riot.
Hey JD, what if I told you this has happened before? Welcome to every Black Lives Matter protest that's ever happened, because that's what's happened. It's literally like people who are there to protest, and then the moment things go crazy, it's everyone that's like, okay, we're here just for the crazy shit, and then they start rioting and looting. It's not the people who are there to protest doing that, it's the other people going there just because of the fucking breakout. And then that's what the January 6th thing was as well.
Yeah.
But I also would say that people that went to Nancy Pelosi's office were definitely there for Republican reasons.
Probably.
The ones that went to her office with zip ties ready to do something.
I mean, I don't know. So what? They're standing trial for defamation now? Could you really prove that they rioted with malice? With malice, James? Could you prove that they did it with malice? I don't know, man. I mean, they're God-fearing men. I don't know if we could prove that they were there for malice.
Imagine after everything that happened, it was for defamation.
Nancy Pelosi rocks up.
The guy that took a shit in Nancy Pelosi's desk.
Nancy Pelosi rocks up in this courtroom like, I'm about to destroy these people with defamation claims.
The guy that literally nearly beat to death one of the police officers. Defamation.
Yeah. Defamation.
No, dude, it's like it's super fucking crazy footage. It's like literally a lady that's going like to somebody recording on the camera. It's a lady that's going like, I'd love to tell you what's happening here, but you know, we can't say that. And then it immediately cuts to them fucking storming.
What do they mean can't say that?
I think they had it planned, JD. I don't think it was ever not gonna happen.
Well, I mean, certainly looked that way.
Because like then it cuts to a fucking video of them like at one of the gate like checkpoints.
Yeah.
And it's like 4 cops are like there by themselves, like trying to hold the gate back.
Oh no, the security guards.
Yeah. It's
first
like,
line of defense.
And it's like fucking everybody's like pushing against the gate. They're jumping over it on the other side.
They can't handle the zombie horde.
Yeah, dude. They're grabbing the cops. They're throwing them to the side and forcing the gate open to let everybody
World War R Republicans.
World War C conservative.
So funny.
No, dude, it's fucking insane. It's like literally then it like cuts to them at the Capitol before they even get through the doors. They're smashing in the fucking windows of the place. Dude, it's so insane how non-violent the cops were before any of it.
Well, I mean, you know, I think cops get a pretty bad rep now, even though, you know, there's probably some of them are still pretty corrupt.
I think they're still pretty shitty because they showed up to my sister's place of work for no fucking reason.
Dude, I was gonna mention that eventually, and we're running out of time on the podcast. Unless you want to make this a 2-hour podcast or an hour and a half podcast. I can
really quickly go through this because it's a very quick thing.
Okay.
If I can just
go for it.
So, the sheriff of where we live. I'm not going to say his name because I'm not sure if we're very comfortable talking about where we live.
Oh wait, you're gonna talk about your sister thing? Well, let's finish the Capitol thing first, and then we'll talk about your sister.
Oh my god, it's so insane, dude. It's literally them pushing through the cops. There's cops in SWAT gear who are standing there and they're pushing against them for a second, and then they fucking run away. They literally have to run away because how overwhelmed they are, and it's it's such a non-violent response.
Dude, if you were a cop there and you had to deal with a horde of hundreds or maybe hundreds of people pushing against you, I mean, you'd run too. You probably die if they just stampede over you.
Yeah, that's it for you. At least I can take a few of them with me.
you crazy bastard. You sure you weren't there at the riots?
Sorry, am I the crazy one?
I don't know, man. Sometimes you sound a little insane to me, just a little bit.
The pigeons.
When I'm trying to
all the birds died.
When I'm trying to keep things on track and on a set course, and you're just trying to grab my steering wheel and
have you ever heard of the band?
Throw us into a ditch. Yeah, what'd you say?
No, I was trying to make a joke about me taking things off course by talking about the band Oingo Boingo.
And their hit popular song, Little Girls or something.
Okay, so yeah, it's absolutely insane how non-violent the response was from the cops and stuff, especially when it comes to all these other sort of situations where the cops will storm the fucking crowds and grab people one at a time and stuff. And in this, it's just them running away the entire time.
Yeah,
and it's all because the officials when the Capitol was being stormed, the officials were literally starting their fucking congressional hearing to discuss the events and stuff, and Donald Trump was egging on the people literally live. He's like, I hope Mike Pence makes the right choice because if he doesn't, then we're not the president anymore, people.
I hope Mike Pence gets all of his cents out of his pocket when someone robs him going into this Capitol meeting.
I want you all to go in there and hold him upside down. I want you to hold him upside down. I want you to shake him by his legs until all that money falls out of his pockets.
Until he's Mike Zero Pence, because that's what's going to be in his pockets.
No Pence.
Yeah.
And it's just, God, it's very disgusting footage to watch because it's
yeah, I don't know if I could handle, or I mean, I probably could handle that footage, but I don't know if I want to watch it.
It's just
I don't want to watch it.
It's not. It's like
I know what happens. Okay, I've got a good idea of what happens.
Playing the Flight of the Valkyries song over it, where it's like dun 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 dun, as they're literally like storming it.
It's the one meme where it's like I put SpongeBob's Best Day Ever song over horrible things that happen, and it's just a SpongeBob's Best Day Ever over the Capitol riot footage. Mr. Sun came up and smiled on me.
We're gonna fucking kill them. Where's Nancy Pelosi?
Said it's gonna be a good one. Just wait and see.
So we're gonna get him.
Jumped out of bed and I ran outside.
From our society.
Feeling so extra ecstatic. It's the best. Your commentary of like what the writers would be saying as they're like storming the place.
That's what they would be saying. That's what they were saying.
That's what they. Oh, they was caught on. Like the audios was what they were actually saying.
Yeah, dude. There's like literally like cuts in where it's like Donald Trump like telling them like, oh, if Mike Pence doesn't vote right, if he doesn't say the right thing today, if he doesn't do the right thing, I think you all know, Proud Boys stand and wait.
I'm gonna come.
And then it's like literally like those 4 fucking weirdos standing in the fucking chambers and stuff praying.
Oh, careful what you say about them, James. They might riot. They might riot storm your house.
Hey JD, here's the
your house at 123 Dirt Burger Lane.
Here's the thing, JD.
Yeah.
They're like when they were doing their fucking weird prayer in the fucking chambers, the guy's like, yeah, I hope that God will see us today and he'll protect us and he'll remove the undesirables from our society. And I'm just like, what?
I mean, how do you think it was like during the crusade? It was exactly like that.
Yeah, it was a white
Dear
man
God, please defend me from all of these civilians that I'm murdering. These civilians that I'm murdering in the name of I devote all these blood sacrifices to you.
And I can't wait to hear what the pod guy has to say about this again.
Can't wait to see what the Act Man has to say about this. Is that what you have to say about the Capitol riots then? The new footage and that's it, or what else?
Yeah, that's from what I've seen. That's about where it ends for me. I have to go back and watch like the rest of it and stuff. But dude, it's bad. It's bad.
Well, you know, crazy people.
In the hypercut of like all the new footage, the guy is like labeling the different people and like how long they're convicted and what they were convicted for as it's showing them commit the crime. So it's the guy smashing out the window and it's like, this is Bill Poultry. He is under arrest and still awaiting his court hearing.
Poultry?
Yeah, I don't know. It's something like that.
This is like, Bill James.
This is Joe Exera. He's wanted for several crimes.
This is Jimmy Bill
on the run.
Jimmy Bill haven't been caught yet.
And then it's the guy in the fucking bull mask, like praying.
Wanted for defecating in Nancy Pelosi's bed. I mean, her podium.
Yeah, it's like cutting between all the people. It feels like the wrap up of like a family
Is it like
movie.
the Smash like the Smash intro where like it's like the da 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 da.
I was gonna say it's like that.
And it like it cuts them out of the frame, freeze frames, zooms in, puts them in the background.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like that, or like the end of like a family movie.
Quandale like, Dingle has joined the fight.
Clark went on to go to college and join the. It's like just naming all the different things he did after the movie ends.
Damn, well, that's pretty crazy.
Okay.
But what else is equally crazy is what you told me today on DMs on Discord, James. Right before the 10,000 messages of us re-queuing and de-queuing the "Do you want to be a billionaire?" final answer music, coupled with a bunch of gifs. So you said to me today at 3:44 p.m. Not the literal sheriff of La coming to my sister's workplace to harass her. You want to explain what that was, James?
So I'm not gonna say who the sheriff was and everything because I don't know how like comfortable we are sharing where we live and stuff. Because I know I've been trying to be very careful about saying it sometimes.
Yeah, I mean with this slip up, but I don't think people are like actually gonna come and find us or we're doxing ourselves or something.
So,
yeah.
Jesus.
So the actual sheriff.
The actual sheriff.
The literal I don't even know who the sheriff. I need to Google that real quick because I'm not even sure who that is. I'm not sure what the sheriff of our.
He's currently running for governor places. As well, by the way.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
You can bleep it out if I say it right.
Is his middle name Michael?
It might be. I don't know. I only know the first and last.
Okay. Is his first name start with the same letters our first names?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He is my brother's name.
Yeah, he's your brother's name. So what about him? He showed up at your sister's workplace?
Uh-huh. And my sister works in a beauty and health shop.
Okay.
Up in that one mall at the top of up by where school was and everything. How there's the like mall next to it and stuff.
Yeah, I see. I remember that mall. Yeah.
She works in like the very back corner by the Trader Joe's and stuff.
Yeah.
And all the way back there is where her work is, and it's not weird for old people to come in and stuff.
No.
She talks about a lot how they come in because it's also a health place other than like
holy crap. I see the picture of our sheriff, but like the picture of him is probably from like 30 years ago. And then like there's current pictures of him and he looks so much more decrepit than it is like in his like smiling profile shot for work.
I kind of want you to send me what you're seeing. Oh,
okay. I can send you what I'm seeing.
I think I know what you're talking about.
This is like the picture that his like younger picture, or like the picture where he doesn't look so bad, and then like this is like his, I'm guessing his more recent picture is this one. And honestly, they almost look like completely different people.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about the other one that showed up for him, and I was gonna be like, no, JD, that's a serial killer. You just happen to have the same name.
No.
Okay, wait.
That's that's the same person, right? The two pictures I sent you?
Yes. It's also like seeing Obama go in the Oval Office in like 2008, then come out in like 2016 and stuff.
Yeah, it makes you age like 20 years. Yes. That much stress.
But
so that person showed up at the beauty place?
At the beauty and health place.
With like what? With his wife or something?
No, carrying his Pomeranian dog.
Okay.
Genuinely. It's not a joke.
He has a Pomeranian? That's good to know.
He's a Pomeranian, and he was carrying it in his arms.
Okay.
And he showed up, and he wasn't buying anything like big. You know, it was like wet wipes for like cleaning your ass and stuff. Right. Some like
for the dog's ass, or
no, his contact solution and like deodorant, or it was toothpaste. She didn't say which one. She said it might have been one or the other.
Okay.
But he wasn't buying anything special, and she was helping a customer, and she was trying to form a bond with this customer because their place works on like these very big relationships that they can form. Where they
nepotism, huh? Okay.
Yeah. You can continuously get customers to come back and like buy stuff, and, like get packages and stuff. Like it's a big thing built on that.
Like a reputation with customers type of thing.
And she was trying to do that, and she was like working with the customer for a while before he like came up and stuff, and she was about to finish up and everything, and then he's like, "Excuse me, can you hurry this up? This is taking too long." And she's like, "Well, I'm with a customer right now, sir. I'll be with you after," and everything. Sure. And he's like, No, you're taking too damn long and stuff, like complaining and everything.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I can understand it. He's got a stressful job, and maybe he's a little bit not a great day for him. No.
I'd say it hasn't been a good day for him for a while now. But
been a lot of not good days. So yeah, so he's complaining.
Yeah, he's complaining to her and everything, and she's like, "Well, I'll be with you in a minute, sir. I'm going to finish up with this customer first." And then he goes, "You know who I am? I'm very important and everything."
Oh,
and
no, he did not hit her with the, "Do you know who I am?"
Yes, he did.
There's no way, dude. What?
He literally hit her with the, "I'm a very important person. Don't you know who I am?" and everything.
Why? You just straight up male Karen did or something? Just
yes. And pulled out his ID, and it said his name and everything. And she's like, "Okay." And he's like, "I'm running for governor, don't you know?"
Uh-huh.
She's literally has no clue who this man is and everything. She's like,
"Oh.
Okay, and?" Like, she literally boomered him after he's like,
"Okay, boomer.
Don't you know who I am? I'm important."
Yeah.
And then she's like talking with the customer that she's working with still and everything, and he's like making like motions behind her, like blah 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 and stuff, like waiting for like the finish of it.
Do like the kill, like the slice neck,
yeah, like literally doing shit like
motion
that, like
to his friend.
stuff. And then she like comments on the lady. She's like, "Oh, I really like your watch and everything." As she's like leaving the store, and she's like, "Oh, thanks" and everything. And then she leaves, and then he like walks up to her after she leaves and everything. He's like, "I thought our watch was ugly."
Damn, based. My
and
boy.
he just been like shit, like he was shitting on like the lady that was being helped and like quiet and everything. And then he paid for her stuff and left. And my sister's telling us this, and I'm like, you know, our older brother probably caused this. And she's like, what do you mean? I'm like, our older brother is like at war with the fucking sheriff.
What? What?
Yeah, so
when was this happening?
This has been happening for years. Franklin, my older brother, very anti-cop and stuff. Also former veteran.
Sure.
He hates cops. He hates the government, and for very good reasons. Because if anyone's heard the stories that he's told me from his time overseas,
he's probably had some pretty bad experiences with them.
Dude, it's insanity, this shit. It's like they'll be like driving past opioid fields miles upon miles long, and they'll go to this guy who's like got like really shitty like crops and like growing some opioids, but like not a lot and everything. They'll torch his stuff. They'll fucking like destroy the homes and everything, and they'll be like forced to do that. And they'll be like, "Yeah, you did it. You did it to get rid of it." It's like, but
did a good job.
All the miles of opioid fields, and it's like, well, they pay us not to destroy those ones. It's like really bad shit like that, just stacked on stacked on stacked.
Corruption. Like, it happens.
Like, no, yeah, our government fucking sucks, and I'm like, I can believe that, yeah. But he hates it, and he's hated cops forever because like cops do some of the shadiest fucking shit ever.
Yeah,
like,
the way that they can do some shady stuff. Obviously, I mean, my experiences with cops have been very good, in fact. So, you know, I don't share the same views as your brother does quite, but I understand that they could be some pretty bad ones. So, you know, just the ones that I've met have been pretty damn good. So, yeah. Oh, or that.
Did you drop something?
I did drop something, but it wasn't anything important. Anyway, though.
You dropped this.
So that was him harassing your sister?
Oh no, it was like he was going there, they like flashing the car and stuff, and he's like just being an asshole the whole time. We're like, she's like, I don't know, like it seems so weird and stuff because he's mainly situated downtown and stuff, so it's like very weird that he's at the top of the fucking valley.
That is weird.
And we're like, it's so weird.
Did your sister believe him, or did she just think he was just some random person?
She had no fucking clue who this was. She's like, I literally don't know who you are. And when she got in the car, she's like, yeah, he's running for governor or something. I'm like, oh, who? What was his name? We probably know him. She's like, yeah, his name is... And then she says his name, and me and my dad look at each other. We're like, the sheriff?
The sheriff? And he's in there, and I'm out here.
My brother Franklin was on the live stream for our town's like police department. Yeah. And like he's very open about his hatred for him, especially on that account and stuff. And they like literally watch his streams whenever he goes live and stuff to watch what he's doing. And he's had several run-ins with the cops, and I've been there and stuff. But he was like shit talking the sheriff very especially, like going very hard in on him yesterday and everything. And he's like sending us the screenshots of him doing it all and stuff.
The very sheriff that you're talking about?
Yes. And he's like going very hard on him in the
What's with your family and the sheriff, man? That's just it's so weird.
Know, man. Because we've also ran into him on several occasions outside of it.
It just seems like you're it's like almost like you're part of like a mafia family or something. Your family members are just everywhere doing everything.
You don't know what it's like.
Completely involved in anything.
You're like, why don't you upload? The stress, man, the stress.
No, and then, you know, like, make a new account. No, I've already. I really like my account.
You don't get it, JD. Even if I make a new account, they'll still find me.
Dude, I don't think they care much to dig out your new account that you've made.
You don't know them, man. You don't know them.
What? Your family watches the crapshoot, huh?
You think my family watches this?
There you go.
No.
See? There you go.
The sheriff does.
If the sheriff actually watches the crapshoot and he leaves a comment like, I know where you got it. I know where you guys are. Do you know who I am?
No.
Oh,
Okay.
not really. Okay, boomer.
No, but like you could like he was like telling us like while watching the live stream after like making these like kind of like comments and stuff towards him, like saying like, hey, what about this person that you guys killed? You ever gonna actually talk about that or anything? Like just super fucking going heavy in on like all these like unjust like killings and arrests and stuff.
Yeah.
You could just hear the fucking person that's like recording the live stream like screenshotting it, like because you can audibly hear her going every time he commented. it was pretty funny because it's just like it's the live stream of like the event, and then they didn't have their phone on silent, so you can audibly hear
Is it
the
like one of those
screenshot noise.
public like hearings for the police or something?
Yeah, it was like a public event where he was talking and stuff, and then it's like literally the day like after he's like fucking at her store just like giving her all this shit and everything. We're like,
dude, if
oh,
the sheriff
fuck.
knew that your sister was the sister of that dude who keeps heckling him on the on those public events, and he just wanted to get like shot, he wanted to fire some shots back.
It's not just that he's heckling him, it's like he's showing up to the fucking police department and stuff. He's writing ACAB, he's like writing justice for like the guy who died. Again, I can't say it because it'll reveal where we are. It's like justice for this guy that died very unjustly and everything, which he did, because they did release footage. Like the police turned off their body cams to commit this murder, and then there's like security footage from across the street of it happening, and it's like they're like, yeah, he was pointing his gun at us, he was looking right at us and everything, he was about to shoot us, and it's like in the footage he's literally walking away from them with his back turned to them. They shoot him like several times, and then they continue to shoot him while he's on the ground dead already. And it's like you guys just committed a fucking murder and lied about every aspect of it.
Murder and lies.
He was literally carrying an unloaded gun that had no visible magazine in it at all and everything. It wasn't even in his hands. He was just walking down the street and everything during one of the protests where they had taken guns before. It wasn't the first time and stuff. And the police literally went up behind him, yelled freeze, and then just continued to start shooting him in the back and everything. Didn't even give him a chance. And it's a very, I've seen the video.
Mean, dude, he yelled freeze and then he kept walking. Like, what were they supposed to do? Like, not shoot him? No. I don't know, man.
Yeah, you know, they could have used their tasers or literally any other aspect of it.
Nah, dude. I mean, dude.
This is why I call the
guns sound cool.
Like,
so
ran away rather than do anything. But you know, our police, they just shoot you straight up and then lie about it. But yeah, it's like he goes there, he writes like ACAB, justice for the guy that died, like tell us the truth about the like this other case and everything, and then he like makes a joke with his last name, and stuff. And it's a pretty, it's not the greatest joke, but it's like, yeah, that'll get you. That'll get you.
Wait, a joke with the sheriff's last name?
Yeah. So it's like instead of the low at the beginning, it's lie.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, it's not great. It's like that'll get you. That'll get you.
I mean, it's bad, but
it's
I
like
guess
taking,
so.
It's like taking the like a knuckle of your middle finger, sticking out from your fist, and just kind of like rubbing into somebody's like arm. It's a
low blow, but I mean, it's a low blow. But I mean, the police kind of did a low blow on that guy.
I mean, he is lying.
True.
You know, he is committing horrible crimes and stuff, but
he committed a horrible crime and then lied about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like he fucking openly attacks him all the time and stuff. And so it's like after yesterday with like them taking literal screenshots and everything, and then he shows up to her workplace, which is so out of the way, and he's just like fucking giving her all this shit for no reason and stuff. It's like, oh no. My brothers were literally texting me like, Jim, don't ever leave the house, don't go anywhere but work.
You never know if the sheriff has his lackeys posted outside our house.
No, dude, that's the thing. There are cops parked at the end of the fucking neighborhood to our workplace all the fucking time.
I mean, your workplace is your workplace. So.
Where I work with him.
Yeah.
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 No, but it's like, do I really think he's harassing her? I think he harassed her for the moment of like being just an asshole in this fucking workplace for no reason. Do I think he's like openly following her? I don't know. I don't believe so.
I don't think so. I mean, but it's just such a random account. I don't think
my brother, like that. The previous day did cause them enough animosity that they were like screenshotting and like recording it as he was doing it live on their live stream.
That's true too.
just thinking about the fucking noise of the live stream of this press conference, and then you just hear a screenshot noise as the person's like fidgeting with the camera to take it.
Yeah.
But Yeah, you know, that happened. I got RTX tickets. Fucking the most stressful thing ever.
More stressful than the whole like the sheriff harassing thing, you know.
I don't care about that. You know, it's not me.
Yeah, well, yeah, fuck her, dude.
No,
let's hope that your sister never watches the crapshoot.
I think it's extremely hilarious because she was like, "Don't you know who I am? I'm somebody important around
Don't
here."
Don't you know who I am? I'm the literal governor. I'm running for governor.
Yeah, he's like, "Don't you know who I am? I'm important around here."
Your sister actually just said L plus ratio plus I don't care. Get the hell out of my face.
She literally was like, "Okay." And I'm just like, the power to fucking say that to the sheriff.
How much was the RTX tickets?
So I didn't buy the most expensive one because the most expensive one is like $1,500. But that's quite a really pretty penny. And I was very comfortable with spending like a good amount, but like not too much.
Yeah.
And so the only other options other than like just the 3-day pass was like a $300 option and a $600 option. And I'm already going to this. I'm already committed with going to it.
Right.
And the differences in what you get, I felt were significant enough that I went and got the $600 option.
Okay. Like the benefits for it were significant enough to be valued at 300.
Tell you what I get from it.
You want to tell me or no?
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Okay.
Just gotta.
For anyone who doesn't know, RTX is the Rooster Teeth Expo, I think. Yeah, and it's in Austin, right? Austin, Texas.
Yeah, Austin, Texas.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully, we're not doxing the location of the expo. But yeah, James, huge Rooster Teeth fan, going to the expo. I hope you have a great time. I was supposed
to go in 2020, and then
it's your boy, COVID penis.
Hold on, it's your boy, and then just insert a screaming noise.
Your boy.
Yeah, exactly. That was my reaction. So I get access to RTX Austin, July 1st through 3rd. I get an RTX attendee bag, an RTX lanyard, 2 autograph lottery access codes, which means I just get 2 free autographs from whoever.
Okay.
I get 2 hours early access.
You can get them from the people that you didn't get them from at Level Up.
What was it?
I decided to take a drink out there, but
I'm gonna try to bring like small 9-inch by 9-inch personalized signs for the different podcasts and stuff that I listen to.
Oh yeah, Did you make like more those custom signs?
I'm about to. This week I'm gonna like try and subtly make them over like time and stuff because I do have 18 days till this happens.
Right.
So I got like 2 weeks to get this all like made and prepared, and then I gotta like look up the fucking laws for taking this stuff on an airplane.
I think you can bring signs. I don't think there's like.
Yeah, but like how am I supposed to package?
I mean, I bring my racist signs across state all the time, and they never stop me
they're like hell yeah, bro.
When I go to those protests, and I just completely ruined.
JD, are you about to out yourself like the woman who plays Wasp in the Ant-Man movie?
I mean,
anybody you about to post a picture of yourself on January 6th.
I'm not. When I posted on my Instagram,
dude, I can't believe,
big natty daddy.
I can't believe the actress who plays Wasp in the Ant-Man movies actually went to January 6th and felt comfortable enough months later to post it and be like, yeah, I went. Like,
what?
Why?
What? No, I mean, I'm not like super prideful about this, but I don't touch grass that often. So unfortunately, everything I said was just a lie. You know what? I don't want to hear that from a Halo Infinite enjoyer. Okay.
Yeah, that makes me better than you.
Because frankly, Halo Infinite is not very morb. Okay.
Oh yeah.
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 No. Yeah.
L plus. Okay.
Yeah, but hopefully RTX is pretty nice, and
yeah, I get
hopefully you won't take as many L's as we've taken at Level Up Expo. That certainly won't happen, right, James?
I'm going to try and not be fucking terrified of every second because I'm exactly where I want to be for once.
Right. I'm not sure if because in my mind you don't seem as socially like inept as you say you are when we were at Level Up Expo.
Yeah, I literally froze
but maybe
up
that's just because
so scared the moment I saw the 3 members of Rooster Teeth walk past us, because I like made eye contact with them. They all like just seemed upset because they just woke it up. And I'm like, I don't want to do this anymore. Then you
proceeded to talk to them normally, like a totally normal. You even made some fun conversation with them about the signs. I mean,
you made that happen.
I was about to say, I can't tell if that's just because I was there trying to like seriously nudging you along to do this. Like I was literally there, and when they walked by, I was like, "Hey, look, there they are! Let's go get them."
Yeah, I was literally a sweating fucking mess that entire time. You were the only thing holding me together.
I was there standing next to you, and I was like, "Oh, look, they walk right past us. Let's go back and get their autographs." And you're like, "No, JD, you don't understand." I looked at them, and I was like, "What are you talking about, dude? Let's just like they're right there. We won't get this chance again."
Mentally, I cannot move anymore.
What? So you're saying if I wasn't there saying like, "Hey, look, there they are. Let's go talk to them right now," that you wouldn't have actually gone.
Was if we had stayed in that line, I probably would have been fine. But the fact that we left and I had made eye contact with them literally in that moment, like I saw Gus look through me.
He was not looking through you, okay? Maybe they just casually glanced toward you.
And I saw everything in
dude,
his.
You're hallucinating, man.
He saw nothing in mine.
You're paranoid. You're paranoid. Dude, you're hallucinating. You're paranoid. You're remembering things wrong.
Get it.
They just glanced at us. They glanced at us.
You weren't there. You weren't there.
I was actually there. I was literally standing right next to you.
No. You weren't there.
But yeah, hopefully RTX is the like the events happening similar to Level Up Expo, or like what's going on there?
Yeah, there's going to be like a lot of panels and stuff, which by the way, I have early access to, so I no longer have to worry about being the last person in line.
300, right?
I no longer have to stand there and watch them close the line in front of me.
I know. My favorite podcast, Trash Taste, had their first panel at MCM, which was a convention in the UK, I think.
Yeah.
Have you heard what happened at their first panel?
No, I didn't.
Well, actually, I'll talk about that after your after your RTX thing. So yeah, you're super excited to go, and that's it. You're driving over there, right? Or are you taking a plane? No,
I'm flying. I decided to fly and everything because if I try to drive, it's going to take like several days to get there.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like a several day road trip.
And it's like I can only take off so much time for work and stuff.
Right. So yeah, you're gonna fly over there. Enjoy is there like a lodging that you've already like paid for?
So I was talking to my dad about it and everything because I've never done this. I've never paid for like a hotel because
or like stayed over at another like city for a convention.
No, I've never done that for a convention because like I remember a while ago. Cut it out.
Putting that timestamp in here, then.
At the Amazing Comic-Con, as it's called for us and everything.
Yeah.
Fuck. I was so good this whole episode.
The Amazing Comic-Con?
Yeah, for some reason they call it the Amazing Comic-Con for our city and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like that for a couple other cities. It's not that big anymore. But it was also the only time I've ever done a costume contest, and the people who were around me were so nice and supportive because I was like a nervous fucking like 16-year-old and stuff. And I'm like, well, who
looked like a lot older than 16, yeah.
No, I didn't have facial hair then.
Oh, okay.
People assumed I was skinny sometimes.
What a world that was. What was that, dude?
I used to be able to hide it better.
Yeah.
No, I actually got called buff back then, and it was like the biggest confidence booster that immediately went away because my mother.
Your mother at the time, yeah.
Yeah, she immediately took that away, but it was very nice in the moment because it was like a person who I knew was way older than me and everything. It was like actually in shape. Was like, dude, you're fucking buff as shit, man. That's awesome and stuff.
Buff as shit, man. What's your routine?
Yeah, I'm like,
what kind of drugs you take?
It's literally the sound of me wearing like 3 masks over each other for the costume I had all the time. But yeah, it was like super supportive and stuff. And one of the guys was like, yeah, I drove down here from like a city, a couple like way upstate and everything. I'm like, holy shit, you traveled all the way down here for it. And he's like, yeah, it's a pretty normal thing. And I'm like, I guess it is.
Yeah, I think people who really like to go to conventions just do that all the time. So
But yeah, it's my first time flying out for like a convention and flying out for myself because usually the only times I've ever flown were to go to my aunt's reception for a wedding
Yeah.
and then to stay for an internship up in Montana with like my family and stuff.
Yeah.
So I got to stay like intermediately in the basement of my aunt's house, which was honestly one of the greatest like times was just being up there like doing that internship because it was like I literally got to work with one of the guys who fucking made one of the rockets that went to Mars. Like he literally worked on the engine parts and everything. And it was like just the coolest thing because I'm like, I am the dumbest person in the world. This is awesome that I get to talk to you.
Cool.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah, I hope
really
you
enjoyed
enjoy the stuff. And if if the
sorry, I started rambling, didn't I?
Well, I mean, not really, but if anything does go wrong during your trip, at least there's a silver lining in that you will be able to talk about it on the craft shoot after you come back.
What I was gonna say, because I really got off track very fast, but I've never done this before, so I was like working with my dad on it, and he's like, okay, so I'm gonna pay for your like lodging and everything. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna make you pay for it because it's pretty expensive. And so he's like, no, I'll take care of it.
I got you, Jim.
No, Dad, it's really expensive and stuff. I can take care of it.
It's because he wants to buy like the cheapest. Make sure you're not spending.
I was like, hey, this one's $66 and it's only like a mile, like 2 miles away from the convention center. And he's like looking, he's like, it has 2 stars, Jim. And I'm like, yeah, but $66.
66, Jim. 2 stars. Can you count, Jim? That's 1, 2 out of how many?
Yeah, but 66. And then there was like one that was like a hostel, so you're like living in like a bunk bed, like you're sharing this with multiple people and everything. He's like, you are not staying there, you hear me? Dude. I swear to God, you are not staying there.
I mean, have you stayed in like really terrible apartments or motels before? Like,
yeah. I when I went to California with my brothers once, they put me in the room that was right next to an alley where we couldn't close the window. So all night I had the perfect view of literal murder alley. Like I could literally look out at what Bruce Wayne's parents fucking shot to death.
Jesus.
Like, it literally looked like the alley from the fucking Batman movies where Bruce Wayne's parents died. Like I'm not making a joke. I like literally just went into the room and like stared at it for a while and I'm like, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Damn.
This is terrifying in real life because this window cannot close and it is very accessible from outside.
Was it on the first floor?
It was.
Oh, that's nice.
And it was in a very shady area because there was a Jack in the Box that had a microphone on it.
Oh,
and
of course, that's shady.
And every now and then the lady on the microphone would yell the words "no loitering" as loud as she could, and it felt like I was in a dystopian movie. Because there was a train going by every like 5 minutes, and there were frat houses just two like buildings down from us, and the road is completely trashed and everything. I'm like, where are we?
You know what though? I think we'll save this conversation for terrible hotel stuff for next episode because we're out of time. So, wait, actually, is that all you want to say for RTX, or you want to say some more stuff?
Thankfully, we got a hotel that's right across the street because originally I was gonna be just like 0.2
right across.
And then he like found me one. And he's like, okay, with this website, you're gonna also get your flight, and it's like
that hotel not gonna be full for the convention.
Thankfully, they had room for like just a 1-person thing and everything, and it's like it's not that bad. It's pretty good.
I know people usually like all the hotels and stuff around a convention would be full because of that convention itself.
I think so, but.
Well, yeah, good for you then.
Yeah, man. Oh, I just realized I can record a podcast episode after being there.
Of your podcast?
No, with you. I can like Skype with you or something. Not Skype, Jesus.
What? What's Skype?
It's been eons.
What are you doing, dude? You all right?
Sorry, my old man brain.
If you guys enjoy the podcast, you should like and subscribe. We do this every Sunday. And if you really do like and subscribe, you can like and subscribe to James too. because he has his own channel, which is...
Guess what? New video.
And guess what? He's dropping a couple new videos this week. And
I am.
So, yeah, we'll see you here next Sunday for the hotel talk. Terrible hotels, I guess, would be the starting topic of the next podcast, unless something huge happens.
I hate how we only have one topic for every episode.
I mean, we had several topics for this episode.
No, I know. I'm making a callback to the comment. That's like, I really don't like that you guys stay on one topic the entire time.
It was just that one. It wasn't the one topic for like the entire episode. It was the one topic for too long.
It was
really encouraging us to go off on tangents. So
it was a big topic.
It was a big topic.
Guess what? It got us a lot of views. I don't care.
The title got us a lot of views, but luckily some of the viewers stayed. So if you made it this far in the video, a big thank you to all the viewers who have stayed, because I have noticed that the average view count of these videos have gone up. So thank you. That'll be it then from me. Signing off. I guess James, sign us out, dude.
So you see, the sheriff came up to my sister and pulled out his gun and he's like, I'm gonna